it in. So I think we're going to get started in just a second. I hope everyone's excited. This is game 3 of the qualifiers for the Challengers Tournament. Here we go.
And we are going to open up with a similar spread. I'm going to just take a random guess, and I'm going to say we're going to get east of PV this time.
That looked about right. We're parachuting in with Zack now. Of course, Zack, one of the scary pistol players. He likes to make little challenges for himself whenever he's playing in big games like this. Currently grabbing himself a shotgun, checking these bathrooms. No threats in the general area, so it looks like Zack's going to have a nice little opening to get himself looted up and hopefully play towards the end of this match. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to see a lot of these guys that are looking around, going ahead and making sure that they're not landing next to anybody. They're going to get some free loot at the start. We've got guys that this is about as close as you're going to want to land to each other. Every now and then somebody's going to land right on top of you, but most of the time you're going to go ahead and take a split. So Slab, Davin, and Gabe going to go ahead and separate a little bit, get some distance between them so that they can go ahead and loot freely. Without running into each other. Exactly. You see them pushing in different directions throughout this neighborhood, so there's probably not going to be much of an engagement here. And even if there is an engagement, one of them will probably fall back. Pistolas and LTK Annex are right on top of each other. Currently, Annex does not have a helmet, which is a scary situation to be in. Locked in the office now and just waiting, just staring at that door. But we have a nice little fight here between Bubba Online and Leggett. Leggett is currently lit 68, 67%, and Bubba Online is really pressing the issue, but is not wearing a helmet, so this might go down poorly if he gets a nice little head tap in. Leggett, though, is very low, 19% health remaining. And there it is, the shotgun blast comes in. Bubba Online takes down Leggett, the first death. 74 players remain in this tournament. Yeah, ends up taking that one out, and looks like we've got him on screen with the sunglasses, looking cool while doing it. Oh yeah, that was a good little fight too. Nice little shotgun peeks going here and there. Really dangerous though without the helmet. All it takes is one shot and you are down if you're pushing somebody without a helmet. It's hard to do the shotgun battles in there too, where you're trying to shoot over the tops of the shelves and the boxes. A lot of the shell gets eaten by that, so he's trying to kind of eat away at him, not getting the full pump into him. And it looks like Pistolas is going to go ahead and possibly make the play here to take the fight to Annex. Annex is going to go ahead and run out this front door. We'll see if they end up connecting here. He's going for the car. They can definitely he's going to get out of there. Yeah, we definitely saw Annex early go into one of the buildings and try and get cover and just kind of hide out for a minute there. Car is going to get tagged a couple times from Pistolas. No body connections, though. It looks like he might want to take the fight, though. He is coming back towards Pistolas. We'll see if he ends up taking it. Pistolas still peeking out, just eating away at the car. And again, we talked about in games, we've talked about it, me and you previously, that it is a game of attrition, and you need to keep your resources up. Taking fights like this, maybe you get the kill, but you sacrifice your car early, that hurts you in the late game. Exactly. Annex right now is just taking a lot of damage to the vehicle. So if he does not want to take this fight, then it's a big problem to just keep driving around like this. But he gets 2 taps right there on Pistolas, down to about 54%. And Annex is going to press the issue. Pistolas is in a lot of trouble right now, hiding behind those gas pumps. And Annex does not have an open shot yet, but going to rotate around the police car. Full health, ready to fight. The vehicle's taken a lot of damage, though. So is this fight worth it? I guess the question would be into Annex. It looks like it is. He must not have something that he wants. There must be either he's low on ammo, supplies. They both landed here. There's not a ton of loot, especially for one person, not even for 2. There's just not enough there, so maybe he just wanted the loot. But if you're sitting there not killing each other and expending all of your ammo on each other, there's nothing left to loot on the guy when you finally get the kill. Exactly, and then the part where he drove away at the end, I mean, that was, you spent ammo. You took about 40% damage on your police car this early in the game. I mean, that was very risky and absolutely no reward, so. Yeah, we're going to see that safe zone going ahead and pulling down towards the lake in the southwest corner. And again, a car, you need health on it when you get into those fights later. So a lot of open field terrain there, possibly end up with another lake ending. And Trippy and Not Bree in a fight here. Not Bree going to take the helmet off from Trippy. And no extra helmet to put on. Either he doesn't have one or had thought that it went on. But he's driving away, no helmet, at risk of getting one tap back out of the car by Bree. Not going to get it. Down to about 50. He'll be able to heal up, get back in the car, and drive away unless Bree decides to push the issue. Heal up, but no helmet. I think Bree is actually moving in the opposite direction. So Trippy's a little bit lucky to make it out of this one. Gonna have to go find a new helmet. It's so dangerous to be in this game, especially this early without a helmet. Slab Davin throwing a Molotov in the general direction of someone. We saw it blow up, and we hear a smoke grenade off in the distance as well. Looks like NorCal is over there lit badly. Killa Bags lit badly as well. Another player without a helmet. A lot of players without helmets right now.
I mean, we've said it before, but it is extremely dangerous. The majority of guns in this game, there's very few of them that will not kill you with one shot to the head. Anytime you don't have a helmet on, you're immediately what you should be doing is looking to try to find a helmet.
Exactly. Gabe, the Babe, Tonica the DK, hanging out in a truck in the general vicinity of Gabe, and I'm not sure if Gabe is chasing or not. Tonica, I can't even see what Tonica has right now. I know she's got a helmet.
Yeah, it looks like Gabe is trying to look for an angle on the fight. It's a little bit larger window on the back of the pickup, so a little bit easier to try and get some shots into people. Also, the vehicle moves slower. Not able to connect anything there, though, and Tonica's going to go ahead and drive away, and it looks like Gabe's going to go ahead and let that one go.
Yeah, this was another little battle of attrition. Gabe wanted to take the shots in, try to get some shots in the car, maybe pull a helmet. If you see someone in a truck and you're in a police car and you pull off their helmet, you can make that chase if you feel comfortable in doing it, because you know that player is down a helmet, you know they're bleeding. You know you can keep up with them because of the slow pace of the truck compared to the police car. Now Hansen, a nice little long-range battle against Legend Slays. Legend Slays down to 74 health, not bleeding, and there goes a med kit, goes off for Slays, and Hansen is repositioning.
Hansen trying to figure out what Slays is going to go for. Wasn't sure if he was trying to find an angle to maybe push the fight, but he is going to go ahead and back out of there and decide that it's not worth it. And this is typical of what we normally see. Game 1, Game 2 played out a little bit different, but this is a little bit, this group of players is playing a little bit safer. They want to make the top 10, so we're going to see most likely a little bit more explosive end zone at the end.
Exactly, and I expect to see a lot of smart play out of Hansen too. This is a player that we've seen play for a long time, especially in Champions Arena and stuff like that. He's a top finisher in Champions Arena, so I expect him to do well in this game. And you saw him just take the long-range battle there, got a hit, fell back, playing the game of attrition. 73 players remain. You do not want to get caught with a long-range two-tap at this point.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's better to get into that long-range fight and take the chance there than it is to take the close-range fight, though. Even if you're ahead, pressing under these circumstances where making top 10 is the only thing that matters, taking coin flip fights when you get in the close range and it gets a little dicey really isn't worth it. And we're seeing these players more look for these longer range shots. And we've got Detox looking for a shot onto Rezi, not able to connect anything yet as we jump over to Legend Slays. And he's got himself another fight now as he's in a fight with Relic from Astral. Tagged once into his body armor, still has another hit left in that armor. And it looks like he's still pressing this fight. He got one shot into Relic, and he's finally decided to go ahead and back up just a little bit more. And
Relic is pinned down in there. If Legend Slays had some sort of throwable, I think this fight would have been over by now, but since he's pinned down in there and he can't really get in, your Astral Relic's not peeking, Legend's going to fall back and live to fight another day.
Yeah, so we're going to see another disengage. Legend Slays playing that a little bit less aggressive than we've seen him play previously. And it looks like he has decided that he is coming back. He went ahead to let that one go, but he is coming back to look for the fight again. Uncle Jemima hanging out in his cop car, driving around. Looks like he doesn't have anybody engaging with him at the moment. Kill a Bag is going to get taken out by T-Rex on the headshot. T-Rex going to get himself a little bit of loot there. It looks like he's driving away, though. He didn't actually loot the player from where the camera was sitting. I believe that the body bag is there, so he might want to go back and pick up that loot.
We have a very southern circle. We've got players like Kirby, Connor, For Real, Fix, and it's Murda outside of the ring, and Hansen gets ripped into the body. Loses a little bit of health, loses his armor. Jemima in this fight against Hansen. Like I said, Hansen's going to play this really smartly. He's falling back a little bit. Jemima pulls out Molly, and that's going to be a long throw for him. More shots coming in. Hansen is playing the attrition, taking out the police car of Jemima and falling back again. Although taking a lot of damage to his car as well, and he's still got one tick of bleeding on him.
Yeah, he's going to have to go out there, heal, get that off. It sounds like the car has lost its boost. It's down to 28% here, 8% away from being on fire. So this car is not going to last him much longer, and it puts himself in a really awkward situation. If he runs into too many people, it could blow up before he even has the opportunity to get out of it. So he needs to find himself a new ride or just give up on the rides altogether.
That entire fight was a fight of attrition for Hansen. He's trying to take out cars before the end of the match, because if you're the only one left with the car at the end, hey, you've got something to hide behind, you've got mobility, you've got something to move around with, and we're seeing a lot of people just driving around each other, trying to play it safe. 71 players remain. This circle is moving in, so these players are going to keep getting closer and closer and closer to each other, and these engagements are bound to happen at some point. Right now, Maverick and Kool-Aid taking a little peek battle between these rocks right here. They're pretty close to each other, too, so I think this fight is guaranteed to happen almost. Neither one of them have a vehicle to fall back on. Kool-Aid gets a tap on the Maverick. Maverick down to 77%, healing behind that rock now, and Kool-Aid just playing the peek battle. Very smart.
Yeah, Kool-Aid a little bit ahead here. Just, again, just eat away at them. Even if you're eating up their medical supplies, if you're only getting one tag here, one tag there, but they're burning through all of their med kits and they're burning through all their bandages, you're still winning that fight. Because as soon as somebody else comes in and starts shooting at them, it puts them in a worse spot. And Kool-Aid now opening up, trying to get a shot. We're going to hop on with 20H here, and he is going to get turned around on by Psycho Blast with the AK versus that shotgun. Shotgun not getting the job done for him. We got another fight here between T-Rex and Annex. Annex getting lit up right now. T-Rex well ahead in this fight. Car on fire, looking to finish. Out of the car, makes it out, and there's the finish with that jump hip fire from the AK. T-Rex taking down Annex. Annex going down in 70th.
That was some incredible control of the spray, just getting it all onto the car, forcing him out of the car when he was low on health, and then taking him down whenever he got close. Elsewhere, Legend Slays takes down Iridium with an AR.
Yeah, we got Promethean here, who also placed last year in the qualifiers. I believe he made it through game 3 or 4 last year to make it in and play into the what would have been the All-Stars side of that last year.
Exactly, yeah. Drove right past Subsy there. Either did not see Subsy or decided to just, hey, I'm good, man. I've got my truck. I'm going to go find the safe zone. Taken down. Bubba Online, taken down by Random Rain with a little bit of help from Rupee as well. Got pinched.
Yeah, Ruppy and Random Rain getting the tag team in on him there. Another player again, Ruppy and Promethean, both players that have gone through this experience already at TwitchCon last year, and so far they're doing well this round.
And NorCal now chasing down Fix just a little bit. I mean, this might be just following to the safe zone, or this might be, hey, I'm seeing this guy, he just went over this ridge. Maybe I can take a position on the ridge and take some shots. Elsewhere, Big Dalt taking down Bing Pong with the AK. 66 players remain. And the gas is advancing in another 90 seconds now. These players are just going to keep getting forced closer and closer and closer to each other.
Yeah, we got Pistolas and Ruppy now throwing down, and it looks like Ruppy slightly behind in this fight. Both players are going to disengage and heal up a little bit.
Pistolas, he's got an open shot. He rotated around, and Ruppy had no clue, but he missed all of the shots.
Yeah, misses that opening shot there, not able to get the connection, so Ruppy going to be able to dodge that. Pistola's looking to just kind of get a little bit of angles and try and cut that tree angle off from him. Gets tagged again, though. Ruppy with the heal already rolling. Pistolas has not rolled a heal yet, so he's down to just above one shot, barely at two-shot range, unless an AK. AK hit doing 30 damage would put him down right now. Ruppy able to possibly push this. We'll see if he takes it. Pistola's going to be in a pinch. He needs to get a shotgun kill. Shotgun's definitely the option here if he gets pushed hard enough. I don't think Ruppy's going to push close enough to do that dice roll, though. Helmet off, and he is going to get finished. Ruppy taking down Pistolas. Hi, Pistolas.
And Pistolas used that ridge line really, really, really well for a long time, playing the duck game right under the ridge line. Ruppy couldn't see him, and then tried to get pushed in close enough to maybe get a shotgun kill on Ruppy, but it just wasn't in the cards. Nice fight from Ruppy. Well played on the positioning from him as well, using the truck to rotate around, popping the heel early on in the fight so he could have enough health late in the fight to survive. Yeah,
Pistolas went for a play there, which just wasn't able to get that connection when he got that left side flank on the tree. Had he landed that, I think that fight would have gone a little bit differently.
Absolutely. Zack, a player we talked about in the pregame, getting a kill as well. We're now on Senpai, who is just running away from this gas. If you have to make a move early to get into the safe zone, otherwise you're going to be stuck just running in this gas, especially if you don't have a car, or if your car's taking a lot of damage, or maybe you're just not a very good driver. You could end up flipping in the gas, and it is just pure danger zone. You are playing the running game at this point and hoping that there's not someone behind you coming out of the gas as well, because maybe right when you get into that safe zone circle, there's someone coming up right behind you, and you're trying to heal, and you just get one tap because you've taken so much damage from the gas.
The other thing is that toxicity is going to build up. The longer you're in there, the damage multiplier goes up, and you start taking more and more damage, and also as the gas waves increase, each gas wave starts increasing the amount of damage you're taking from the gas. So as you get to these late games, you definitely don't want to be in there. You start taking more damage than you can possibly heal per second. And the hunting rifle here on the Crazed K, looking to see if he can find a shot. No angle, though, on that cop car. MX Rider's up there in that area. Looks like he's hopping around, and shots coming out now from Citron onto Crazed. Crazed going to lose a little bit of health on that car. Gets tagged once into the two-hit. Now down to a makeshift level.
And that's my favorite gun right there, the hunting rifle. For players who are really, really great with the hunting rifle, it is the most dangerous gun in the game. One shot to the head will take any player down, whether you're wearing a helmet or not. It's one of the few guns that can do that. You can also do that with the shotgun at very, very close range, but the hunting rifle is so dangerous in those mid to long range fights, especially if you're good with it. I am excited to see what he can do with that.
It's always interesting to see if the players can go ahead and make work of that. A lot of the times if you're trying to, you're in a fight, you're paying attention to the one side of you, you're not paying attention to your back, and the guy with the hunting rifle is behind you, and he gets a free shot as you're trying to avoid the other fight. And we got MX Riders getting some shots thrown at him. I believe that came from Detox on Dare.
And he's just going to hop in the police car and play this safe. Climb up the mountain, find a nice little ridgeline to hide behind, and just chill. And he's well into those mountains at this point, too.
Yeah, he's up there in the area where you kind of hope you have a Jeep. It just handles this a lot better than the cop car. Cop car can get kicked over fairly easy in the mountains. Same thing with the pickup. The Jeep just handles it so much better. And Slab Dabbing gonna go down to an explosion elsewhere on the map. While we're on board with Rezi, who looks like he's just lost his Jeep, which is gonna put him on foot, which is a weird spot. MX Riders all the way out in the mountains, and he has actually found somebody else all the way out here with him, really on the far side of the map, and it looks like he might decide to take the fight. It looks like it's Gangstar.
This is one of those strategies where people are playing the very extreme outsides of the map, way up in these mountains where they're hoping nobody else is going to climb up there with them. And right now we have Riders and Gangstar, and since they're both playing that really safe game, both of them are going to disengage and say, hey, all right, I'm going to hang out in this mountain with you. You be cool over there, I'll be cool over here, and when we eventually get forced in, maybe we'll fight then. Back on to Hansen, who was a little bit lit. NorCal getting a nice helmet pull onto Trippy. Trippy's in a little bit of trouble. NorCal is now pushing in very close on this rock, jumps up onto the rock, and nice little spray down onto Trippy, but gets lit from far away by Pi.
Yeah, Gangstar now coming down on top of McLaughlin, and he's in a situation here where he is out of the car, and he's going to have to either slide down or decide to go back up and just hold the top of this mountain. And it looks like that is what he's going to try and do. I don't know if, I think it might be enough of an angle there where he's not going to be able to make it all the way up that.
Exactly, and he's been spotted now, so the only thing he can do is just try to dodge as best he can. And great use of these smoke grenades so he can get down the mountain without getting taken out by McLaughing.
Yeah, Kirby finding himself a motley kill onto Clayface. Another smoke nade coming out. Gangstar just trying to find his way down the mountain, making a little bit of progress, smoke nade by smoke nade, but these are things you really want, those final circles. You do not want to be expending your throwables this early in the match unless it's for a kill. Smoke nades are just so valuable to have in those final circles that anytime you have to throw one before you're in that top 20 situation, it's a feel-bad moment.
And Gangstar just had to throw, what, 5 of them? With 53 players remaining, and now he's stuck wide out in the open there. That might have been trouble for him. We're on to Craze DK, about to line up a hunting rifle shot onto G Murda, and he's got it lined up, but not taking the shot just yet. Didn't see what he wanted to see there. G Murda there at that rock, and McLaughing now is in a lot of trouble. Was the one who was pushing Gangstar earlier. Now Gangstar is pushing with those volleys. A lot of throwables in Gangstar's bag, and using them all to, I mean, it's turned the fight onto McLaughing because of it.
Yeah, he's made it out. He's still going through all those throwables, though. He's going to be in a rough spot later, having to heal up. He's burning medical supplies. He's burning throwables. He's burning a lot of items that you do not want to have to use yet, but he's using them and keeping himself alive, which at the end of the day, that's what matters. You need to be alive, just make it to the top 10. And we hear explosions going off. Grimes in a fight here with Overboosted, gonna step on that left side, try and get a couple shots, finds the toes, 4 or 5 shots, gonna take him out. Overboosted gonna get taken out, loses a few toes.
And elsewhere, Dare Detox gets taken down by Rezi. And that's one of the dangerous things about hiding behind a truck is if you're not hiding behind the wheels of the truck, you can see right under it. You can get shot in the feet. That's just as good as taking damage anywhere else. So it goes down. Grimes with a nice little kill there and playing very aggressively now on Burrito Supreme as well, just taking shots into that Jeep.
Interesting to also see that he's playing the left side shoulder, so he's hit that control button and he's bumped off to his left side to go ahead and peek. And you see a lot of players that are just so used to using the right shoulder cam that they never make use of it. So it's kind of cool to see somebody making use of that and getting a kill with it.
Exactly, it's pretty rare. Big Dalt now wide out in the open, hops out of the police car, and that police car is in a lot of trouble. Dalt now missing a helmet. Legend Slays has this in the bag, takes down Big Dalt. 47 players remain.
Yeah, not much Big Dalt could do there. He would have had to have done a really quick, just perfectly crisp 2-tap to get it, make his way back out of that one, especially with the car. No option to back up. He had to run for him, and just wasn't enough for him.
Crazed is just using this hunting rifle like binoculars. Takes a shot onto random range. Nothing connects. had a nice little lead on those bullets, but did not land any of them.
Yeah, not quite enough lead. Needed to get it out just a little bit further to go ahead and get that connection, but we'll see if he's able to do something with it a little bit later in the match. Random Rain up there on the north side, just coming out of the gas, right on top of Kool-Aid. Connor for real coming out as well, and this safe zone is going to go ahead and pull towards the south side. So we'll see this pushing a little bit farther south. However, it's going to center just enough to start forcing guys down out of those mountains that we saw them in.
Zack getting another kill, taking down Connor for real with a little help from Kool-Aid. And yeah, this southern ending zone is going to be really fascinating. There's a lot of nice landscape out there for these players to play with.
You see Kirby playing his way through those smokes out onto that side. Rezi hasn't spotted him yet. Kirby, though, definitely saw him. Rezi still going to get opened up on most likely in a second here by Kirby. Finds him, though. Gets a couple good first shots, 3 shots. Gets the finish. Wooly with the assist there, getting 2 shots into him.
Oh, yeah. A lot of smoke grenades going down, but then you kept rotating wider and wider and wider out into that open spot. Zack in the lines of the crazed K's hunting rifle, and he's going to take the shot. He's using it like binoculars, but is afraid to pull the trigger. Zack looked like his game was almost over there with a nice little headshot from the hunting rifle, and he would have no clue where it even came from. Elsewhere, Random Rain taking down Kool-Aid, ending her game.
Yeah, he was definitely lining up that hunting rifle shot. Jemima, we're going to hop on board with him as he gets a kill onto It's Murda, finally throwing those shots at Zack, but you see that Zack never stops moving. Even when he has cover and he's sitting behind the car, he's still strafing left, right, bouncing up and down. He's always staying moving, which really never gave Craze the option to just take a perfectly clean shot. He didn't feel comfortable enough because of the moving target.
That's true. Zack is one of those players who knows you can never stand still in H1Z1. It's because of moments like this where you have someone trying to line up a hunting rifle shot from 160 meters away and takes the shot, misses. Why? Because Zack's playing a nice little defensive position in those rocks, has the police car parked there, and never stops moving.
Good thing on Craze. I mean, he could be trying to make the option to pull out the AR and go ahead and just eat away at the vehicle and do the attrition game, but he knows that in these trees, he's not in a good enough position to do that. You start firing, you're going to draw attention to yourself. Taking a hunting rifle shot every now and then doesn't really draw people into you as much. So he's just kind of sitting around, hanging out with the hunting rifle, waiting to try and get a kill.
When I hear the hunting rifle go off, I get more scared than anything. Like, I don't know if I want to take that person because one shot could end your tournament.
I mean, 1 shot or 2. I mean, 2 body shots will still take you out. DayZ here, gonna drop a nade, able to get away. Legend Slay steps out, goes for the spray. Hasn't got the finish yet, and he does get it though. DayZ gonna get eliminated by Legend Slays right there at the end with the jump shot.
And Legend Slays was behind almost that entire fight, but was able to coax the other player into pulling out of their cover and pushing in, taking that close range battle.
And that was the you know, the automatic weapons, the AK, the SMG versus the shotgun, where the shotgun is really rewarding if you hit your shot clean. If you miss your shot, you have to wait for that reset time, and the other player with that automatic weapon starts gaining advantage on you every time you miss a shot.
And there it is, the hunting rifle goes into play. Ruppy gets taken down, 1 shot in the head, but the hunting rifle. Zachary getting a kill elsewhere as well. Craze K now healing up, and he's gonna have to push in. No, the gas has stopped. He's in a good position right now.
Yeah, it's Burrito Supreme going to get taken out by the AR of Rezi. Anomaly here. Looks like we got somebody just inside. It might be Jemima who's actually driving off out there, but he has somebody inside the building behind him as well. Remix can't 2-tap. We'll see if these guys end up running into each other. Remix definitely hears him walking around.
Yeah, Remix knows, but Uncle Jemima off in the distance takes down a non-ally without Remix having to do anything. So Remix still hiding out in that cabin. And Uncle Jemima's going to push up on it now. It's just, does Jemima get the information from Ally that there is someone in that cabin?
Zack getting himself another kill this game. On to Terrific with the assist from Keys the Beast. Elsewhere on the map, I'm not sure if Jemima knew that he was there. They're both moving and they hear each other now, though. We'll see if these two end up running into each other with a hunting rifle shot, possibly from Craze K. Close range fight goes out. Remix gets a connection with the shotgun and is now spraying the AK, but not able to get the finish. Jemima narrowly escapes with his life there, gets his 3rd kill of the match, and now we've got shots coming out from TNT Rains into Random Rain. We have a rain-on-rain battle here.
Exactly, and both of these players are really good players too, so it's going to be interesting to see if they decide to take this fight, and that's a lot of bullets going into Random Rain. Random Rain gets tagged 2 more times, down to 33%.
Yeah, looks like he may have just gotten tagged by somebody else. Keys the Beast, though, now rolling up onto the back of TNT Rains. Random Rain already had a heal rolling before. Looks like he's got a bandage or 2 off. He is going ahead and making up some of that ground on the missing health. TNT Rains, though, going to back out of that. He does not want to be in a pinch play between players here, and Keys was forcing the issue.
not going to get pinched today, especially if you have a vehicle. You don't want to take the fight when you've got 2 players shooting at you from different directions.
And it looks like everybody is home here in these cabins. Nobody's on vacation. Everybody's got a place of residence right now for the end of this match, as we have 28 remain here in Qualifier 3 of the day.
And we've seen that even if you're playing in one of these cabins, we just had Uncle Jemima invade a cabin and get the kill and then take it over. So it can be safe because you're not outside. But if someone decides to come in there, you're in for a fight. You better be ready.
Especially if you're not out there defending it. If they don't know that you're there and they think they're coming into a safe building, you end up in a close range encounter where you have to hit your shots. So you put yourself in a lot of pressure being in there by not holding people off of the cabin. Sometimes it doesn't work out by hiding there and not letting them know you're there.
Sometimes a player like Astral Relic in that position right there might be in a better position than somebody who's hiding out in the cabin. And Craze K gets taken down by McLaughlin with a couple of shots from Rezi as well. And that means there is a hunting rifle in a bag right over there. If somebody wants it, they better go get that loot.
He did throw a couple shots. I believe the last time we saw it, he had about 8 bullets left, and he has thrown 1 or 2 from there. So not a ton of ammo left for it, but you only need 1 bullet to kill with it. Not Bree going to take out Keys the Beast elsewhere on the map with the assist from Hansen. And it looks like we might have a fight between Legend Slays and Wild. Wild gets a couple shots off into the card, loses a helmet there. 2 Legends, gets a new helmet on, gets hit again, takes the helmet off of Slays. We're at about dead even, but Slays already has a heal rolling, which is making up a little bit of that ground in that fight. Now we're going to jump over to Rezi, and it looks like he's in a close range fight here with Rare Hybrid, and he is going to make quick work with the AK and take him out.
That was some nice AK work there, and Legend Slays still alive up here. It looks like Wild BTW is hiding out in the smoke, and they're both just healing up at this point.
Yeah, both players just kind of disengaged here. It looks like they both got down to a point that they weren't comfortable taking a fight. When you start getting down to that 1-2 shot range, it's really hard to want to stay engaged. You're putting yourself at a risk, especially when you're so close to getting to that top 10 position. We're only 12 kills off from knowing who from this match will be moving on to Sunday's finals.
And there are still a lot of good players left. McLaughlin taken down by A1 Supreme with a little bit of help from Zachary.
Yeah, and again, when everybody just getting their own cabins, it looks like more people are home now.
Zachary, though, hunting down Moose in my hoos. He sees him. He knows he's there. He wants to take the shot, but he also doesn't want to give away his position. There it is. Moose jumps on the ATV and tries to get away, but Zachary puts a shot in his back.
Yeah, but he eats away at one of the makeshifts off of Moose, so Moose losing a little bit of material that he would have had for later fights. Legend Slays gets taken out elsewhere on the map. He was getting a lot of kills this game. Supreme ending that run for him in 21st.
Exactly. I think right now it's Zack with the kill lead on this map at this point. And he's been pretty quiet lately. Lucky 7, Wooly coming inside. This is a close range battle with TNT Reigns, who is down to about 1 shot. Wooly's down to about 1 shot as well, and he is staying inside. TNT Reigns with a wonderful peek there. Wooly was... He didn't have much cover there and decided to come into the house, so Reigns took advantage.
He tried to close the door, but what ended up happening was he was standing just a little bit too far back, and the door pushed, so it ended up pushing him against the door frame there, and he's not able to stay in. Supreme going to get taken out by T-Rex 7. Subsy going to find himself a kill onto Rezi, and Shepard's going to go down to Promethean. So Promethean's still in this after qualifying last year. Gangstar gets dropped by Hansen, and we are down to just 5 away from knowing the top 10 for Game 3.
And that was right on the outside of that gas, so Hansen has to push in while he's down to about 50%. Not Bree gets taken out by Wild BTW. We've got 14 players remaining, so the next 3 deaths, and we're going to be on the bubble. A lot of players who do not want to fall before that final 10, and there's another close range battle right now. Wild BTW jumps in the police car and tries to get away. Hansen and Psycho Blast trade. TNT Reigns goes down to Promethean. We are down to our final 10 with Zachary getting taken out on the bubble.
Yeah, Zachary going down to the bubble. That one always hurts. We say it every time. Wild very low here, but forced into a fight after flipping that car. Gonna get eliminated. Zack takes him down with the assist shot from Subsy. T-Rex now pushing up into Fix. Fix gonna get tagged a couple times there in the back. T-Rex only needs 1 more shot, but he gets tag teamed. Gets dropped. Moose of my Hoos now goes down to G-Murder. Promethean gets that final shot into T-Rex.
And somehow Fix stays alive. Subsy goes down. Astral Relic gets taken out by Zack, and Zack is just on a killing spree right now. He really wants this win.
Yeah, Promethean pushing up. Fix already extremely low here. We'll see what Promethean makes of this. Looks like he was going to push. Looks like he's just trying to bait him out to take the fight, and steps up to go for the shots into the smoke, gets cover. Fix. H1Z1 going to get eliminated by Zack from elsewhere, and then Riders also drops down to Zack. Zack getting 2 kills there back to back, and we are down to 3 players remain.
Zack is doing all the work in the world right now. He's down to about 50% health, but he is still moving. You see him still jumping from cover to cover to cover. This guy never stops moving. We pointed that out earlier. We talked about him in the pre-show. We knew it. This was going to be a player to watch, and he is doing everything in the world to prove it right now.
Yeah, Zack already at 7 kills this game, taking some shots at Promethean. We'll see how this one turns out. He has a heal rolling. He's not at full health yet, but he will be probably before he gets any more engagements.
Exactly. And we see G Murda off in the distance. So what G Murda hears right now is he hears these shots between Promethean and Zack going off. He is happy to let them fight at this point, because then maybe he can do some cleanup duty on whoever's injured after this fight ends. Promethean taking more shots at Zack, about 130 meters away. This is well within killing distance for a player like Promethean or Zack, so this fight is a little bit dangerous for both of them. Of course, they have both qualified. This is all about the pride at this point.
Yeah, gas is spreading, though. Promethean going to have to go ahead and make a move. Zack without a vehicle, though, so he'll have to push through a little bit of open field if the gas pushes in on him. Promethean driving right through the middle here. Looks like he's going to decide to try and take one fight or the other. Gets tagged once by Zack. Steps out to take the fight. Spray comes out from both players. Zack going to get that finish, though, with the headshot into Promethean. It is down to Zack versus G Murda.
And now G Murda is trying to make his move. He thinks that Zack has to be injured from that fight, but no, Zack got out of there almost unscathed. Gets a shot into Zack's body, but G Murda is down to 8% health, and I think Zack knows that this is his fight to win. A smoke grenade coming out. He's peeking too hard, though, and Zack takes it down. GG! Zack is your winner with a 9-kill game. That is incredible. And waves to the audience, everyone at home. Hi, everyone. My name is Zack, and I just took over this entire Battle Royale.
Zack definitely holding that one down, and we were just talking about it, how Crossover had the 9-kill, but he took the 2nd place when he decided to take the boxing match. So Zack right now, I think, at 9 kills, beats out Isco's from last year by 1. So
he did, and he gets the win as well, which is incredible. It blows my mind. We're looking at this. Zack took out. We're looking here at the final 6 here. Zack takes out 6th place, 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, and 2nd place. He wiped out that entire group, and he also got another kill in the final 10 as well.
yeah, so he took out 6 out of the